Good morning, guys. I am on my way out west, and that's about all I know right now. I'm heading for Montana, definitely going to Billings. I do have a better motorcycle for this job, which is my Versys 1000. I can't imagine a motorcycle more comfortable for riding on the highway for long distance. I took it from Wausau to Nashville to see my son, and yeah, 765 miles all in one jump, and nothing sore, nothing tired. Beautiful bike. I'm hoping this one's not too uncomfortable. I'm 63 going on 64 pretty soon, so I'm hoping I'm going to feel good getting off it at the end of the day. I got about a week's worth of clothes in there, and a tent and a sleeping bag, so I might be camping, but it's just nice to have the option in case I don't find a hotel, which I don't think I'll have a problem, but I do want to camp a little bit too. Cheesy's going to be disappointed when I leave. She's not a happy puppy when I'm not here. She's insanely attached to me. Insanely, right, Kimchi? Yeah, that's the word for it. Hopefully I left enough room for me. I know it's a little tight, but I can lean back on it, which is kind of nice. And the journey begins!
Or so he thought, anyway. On the way to the gas station, Dad realized that he was still wearing his slip-on mesh shoes, so while he heads back to get some proper footwear, I want to talk a bit about the footwear on the T7. If you guys remember back when I owned the bike, I had the Motaz Tractionator Adventures, and those tires did okay, but they're really meant for something I think a little bit lighter than the Tenere 700, anywhere above 60 miles an hour, and especially at 70 miles an hour plus. They would feel, at least the front especially, would feel kind of loose and made for not exactly a confidence-inspiring ride. So when Tusk came out with the Tusk 2 tracks, we decided to swap the Motaz out for a set of these. They're a little bit more adventure bike oriented, where the Motaz Tractionators I think kind of ride the line between adventure bike and dual sport tire. The 2 tracks are a tubeless tire, so they're definitely going to be stiffer. They're just, I think, better for supporting a bigger, heavier bike. And they also seem to be a little bit more rounded like a sport bike tire.
Wow, they really do. They feel like a sport bike tire.
However, as road-oriented as these 2 tracks seem to be, they are still a 70% off-road, 30% on-road split, so they certainly should be able to get him down any of the trails that he'll be riding.
Oh, fudge!
But for now, let's catch up with my dad after his first stop of the trip.
Well, I am in the beautiful city of Stanley. About 90 miles from my house, I think. Oh, the tires are good. Awesome looking tires. And yeah, they're fine on the highway. I'd say they're pretty quiet, which is a relief. I've had some tires that are very noisy and that irritating. I know 70s, they hold on the highway until you get above like 60 miles an hour, but below that were they aggravating. But no, these are nice and quiet, feel good on the turns. Got asked all sorts of questions about the Tenere by a group of 8 probably 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds who are all into dirt bikes. Are you a YouTuber? Are you a YouTuber? No, my son's a YouTuber, and I figured he'd want me to do videos of going out west on the Tenere, which he did. I turned my Garmin on, which says I'm gonna arrive at my destination in about 6 hours. So yeah, that should be pretty good. 6 o'clock. Bismarck, North Dakota.
So while Jerry makes his way across the state of Wisconsin towards the border, I wanted to mention that the windshield that he's got on the bike now is actually the shield that I tested out years ago. It was much taller than the stock one. I was looking for something that had a little bit more wind protection, but it ended up being just way too big. It's kind of goofy looking, and the top of the shield was basically right in my line of sight, so I just did not like it, and just figured I'd give it to him just in case he wanted to try to do something with it. And in preparation for this trip, he decided to test it out, also didn't like it, and then decided to cut it down a few inches, which is what you're looking at right now. And from the little bit that I got to ride this bike after he took this trip, I've got to say it was a huge improvement. It's no longer in the way, yet as you can hear in the audio, it really kind of takes care of the buffeting and seems to shoot the wind directly over even my adventure helmet with the peak on it. So definitely a huge improvement over both the stock shield and how this shield was when I first got it. So well done, Dad.
Well, we've been traveling now for 7.5 hours, 60 miles from the North Dakota border. So coming up on Fargo. Kind of a cool area. Lots of big farms and lots of color in the ground and lots of big ponds. Doing okay on the Tenere. Hand grips are actually very hard, which I never would have guessed would be a problem, but kind of hurts after a while. But we're doing good. Like I say, we're just outside of North Dakota. Probably going to stop in the next hour, find a hotel. The rear end's a little bit sore. I stand up a lot on these trips. On my Versys too, I'll not stand up, but just take pressure off my rear end with my legs, and that really does help a lot. Move my head around a lot, stretch my back. All that stuff really helps make it a better trip. Well, I know I didn't film a lot of northern Minnesota, but there really wasn't much to see. And it's kind of the same with North Dakota too. But I think I'm done for the day. I'm a little ways from Fargo. I'm almost out of Minnesota. My Garmin isn't working. Pretty easy to get here. It's still nice when it's working. But yeah, coming up, getting out of Minnesota, coming into North Dakota. Gonna get a hotel in Fargo. Where am I going for 94 West? I don't understand this at all. Did I miss something? What the? I don't think I've ever seen the entrance back onto a highway. We actually drive away from the highway through a residential area. Don't ever get off Highway 94 on Stafford. Bad mistake. At least it's getting a little cooler. I had my choice between my mesh jacket and my regular jacket, and looking at some of the temperatures, I thought I'd probably be better. Looks like we turn here. Alternative. What does that mean? Did I miss something? Oh, I don't think so. At least we're heading back to the highway, I think. Well, I have got to do a roundabout all day. I'm excited. Moorhead. We must be in Moorhead. I think that's still Minnesota. Well, that definitely was not an alternative. Would have been nice if they said there was no entrance. Yeah, don't run into me, lady. Off of that exit. So I would have got gas somewhere else. Oh well. Oh, I'm too hot for sitting here. But if it gets into the 60s, I'll be happy I have my regular coat, not my mesh. So grin and bear it and take a shower. Fargo! Welcome to North Dakota. Oh, I forgot to wave my hand. Now it's hotel time, because I don't want to ride this here motorcycle anymore. Oh, and look what I got for $320. It's Sunday and they're very undersold. And I'm so happy. I get breakfast, and they gave me a cookie. I'd have rather stayed in a rustic place somewhere, but hey, I'm tired. So now a shower, get something to eat,
Maybe a beer or two. Oh, this is good. Good morning from Fargo, North Dakota. Sorry, I'm still tired. Shifted my load a little bit, so hopefully I have a little more room to shift around on here as I go down the road, and maybe it won't be quite as bad on the butt. And I forgot to put my earplugs in, which I have to do. Today I'm heading for hopefully Billings. That's about 8 hours away. Get into Montana. That'll feel good. Good hotel, good food, good breakfast. Okay, earplugs are in. I'm gonna figure out a comfortable way to ride this bike yet. There we go. Pretty warm out here today. Gonna miss my mesh coat again. But I guess that's better than freezing later. I think the high is only 82, which last time I was here it was more like 95, so I should be grateful, but you really don't expect this in the middle of September. I'll have to stop and see if my Garmin is willing to work for me today. It's a little bit irritating that it doesn't. I do have a good map along. Bismarck West. There we go, man. Gotta keep checking those signs. Don't want to do a Dumb and Dumber. I would just go home. Oh, air feels cool. Nice. Like a Flintstone cartoon, isn't it? Same stuff just keeps going by. Well, I'm pretty close to Montana, but quite a ways from Billings. Not sure what the plan is here. I think I rode about 300 miles today. Maybe more than that. I guess it has been more than that. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty beat up on this bike. I'm sitting on a sweatshirt. Hopefully that helps. The seat is my main problem right now, but a different, cushier seat might make this trip a little bit more bearable, but it's getting tough. Maybe a younger man would do better than I am. Ooh, that does feel good. And maybe I'm spoiled by the Versus. Yeah, on the Versus, the miles I had to go really didn't matter. 200 miles is 200 miles. 300 miles is 300 miles. Here it's like, I don't know if I want to do that anymore today. Sweatshirt's helping. I mean, this windshield definitely would help. I would hate to be making this trip without it. I never wear earplugs on my Versus, and it's an absolute necessity on this bike. Power's okay. I'm trying to run it under 6,000 RPMs. Speed limit is 75, and I really don't want to do 75 because I'd be at 6,000 RPM, so I'm doing about 75. The power really doesn't bother me. I gotta say, I think the Tiger would be a lot better, my Triumph Tiger that I sold with it. I've done a lot better on this trip for me than this one does, but again, it's the seat, more power, runs better at RPMs. The bike is pretty smooth. I mean, that's not really the issue, I don't think. I'm still trying to have a good time. I'll be a lot happier when I get to the mountains and I can do some 100-mile days. Just enjoy myself a little bit more. Got 308 miles to go. So I'm kind of thinking it's what, 4 or 5 hours. I doubt that I'm going to make Billings. We'll see. Scenery's kind of cool. The trees are going away. Plenty of farms, plenty of cows. Got a lot of cows. Probably outnumber the people. I wouldn't doubt that a bit.
Well, I made it to Billings, Montana last night. It was 600 miles from Fargo. Weather was pretty good. Yeah, at one point I was just so uncomfortable I was ready to just turn around and go home. The seat on this thing is so hard. I just was in pain, and that kind of led into me thinking my wrists were hurting and the wind protection was bad, and it just was miserable. And then I thought, well, I'll get out my hoodie and sit on that, so that's what I did, and suddenly I was okay with it, and I rode another 350 miles. I was looking for a hotel for the last 120, stopped at one place, I don't remember the name, but it was a super sketchy town. Although as if in the UP I would have been fine with the hotels that were there, but they were just bad. It did not look good. So today I'm going to take a short ride to Red Lodge, Montana. Not very far, so I might stay there depending on what I find. Possibly go up the Beartooth Pass depending on the temperatures up there, and through Yellowstone and onto the Tetons. Oh, my fishing pole. Can't forget that. Brand new. Ready to go. Still got the price tag on it. Sorry about the buggy windshield. Probably gross to look at. I think I've cleaned it 3 times. Alright, maybe 2. Next, oh, we got to fill up now. Get to clean it. One thing about this thing is the gas gauge is really disappointing. It shows that you're down to like 2 bars out of 6, I think. And you think, well, I got to stop and fill up. And it's really hard to ignore it, which I can't do. I fill it up, but I've never put more than 2.5 gallons. So I put 1 gallon in, and it was showing that I was halfway through my fuel. That's okay. Bike's just trying to take care of me. Don't run out of gas in the desert or the mountains. What a beautiful day. And I now have more miles on this than Swanky put on here, so it's officially my motorcycle. I think he had less than 5, and I've got 10.6 on here right now. Definitely go to 11 before I get home. Does anybody else forget to put their strap on? Weird feeling going down the highway and you realize your helmet is not attached to your head. We're good. I'm not sitting on my hoodie right now. I'm sure that'll change. Red Lodge isn't too far away though. It is home to a ski hill and gateway to the Beartooth Pass. I'm thinking I'm going to do it, but I got to check the weather up there. Don't want to run into any snow. Just an amazing route. Really something. Okay, I'll try to do it. Got to take 90 to 212. My Garmin's kind of a pain in the butt. You have to you can't just put in a town. At least I haven't figured out how to do that. You got to put in an address, so you got to look up City Hall or something and stick it in there. It's all good. One thing about Billings, it is lit up at night. Holy cow, it looks like a Christmas town. Forgot to clean the windshield. That's us. Oh. Good, I was recording. I wasn't sure. I have bifocal sunglasses, which are pretty amazing, but my eyesight is not the best when it comes to little things. Yeah, I rode today without earplugs, trying to figure out where the noise was coming from. And I mean all the racket, and I really do think it's probably the tires and the motor combined. The tires, though, I never even think about being on off-road tires. It just seems like I'm on highway tires. They're pretty fantastic, and I'm really hoping I don't put flat spots in them by riding the highway so much, because I do like them. Ben will put on the screen what they are called, because I can't see that either. But yeah, they're good, but I am stopping to put my earplugs in. It's a little overwhelming, and the trip is just better, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do wear earplugs anyway, but with the earplugs in, it's absolutely no problem. So I'll put them in and we'll continue. I got 44 miles to Red Lodge. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stay there. Not positive. I'd like to do a little trout fishing if there's some trout streams around there. Oh, and I think there's one right in town. So we might have to try that out if I can get my license. I don't know if you can see the mountains, but we're coming up on them. Oh, that's much better. How long can I go slow so I can talk? Oh, there's somebody. Okay, I'll make it quick. Yeah, I always look both ways at green lights. I will never go through a green light and not look to the sides. And yesterday, it wouldn't have affected me at all, but guy ran right through a red light, like 2 cars in front of me, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to keep looking. I'd saved my life back maybe 20 years ago, and I don't even think I was doing it at the time. I don't even know why I looked, but I did, and here comes this beat-up station wagon, flies through the light. I doubt I would have lived. I just looked for no real reason, and there he was. People make mistakes. Don't let it cost you your life. Looks rainy over there. Before, when I was doing 65, anything above that, the noise was getting a little overwhelming. And now I'm doing 70 and it's fine. The little motor feels like it's purring like a kitten. Elevation 3,400 feet. What a beautiful place. Game trails. Probably antelope. I know my speed is inconsistent. Why don't you just pass me? I'm looking at mountains. Red Lodge, 32 miles. Holy crap. So close. Well, I have a room booked in Red Lodge. I'm happy. I'm only paying $125, I think, a night, compared to my $225 last night. That's a welcome relief. I thought I might be camping up here, but yeah, that ain't happening. I think it's 65, so I would guess it's going to be below 40. Not that I couldn't do that, but I don't want to. I'd have to sleep in my clothes, and don't want to do that. Okay, what are we doing here? I'm going to have a very lazy day. Already had my ride, so I'm happy with that. I might ride up. I will ride up the Beartooth Pass. They said it's only going to be 20 degrees colder. So it's actually 45 or 40. I'm fine with that. Once it gets to 25 or so, I'll be turning around if that's what happens. There it is. I'm so happy. That was a long drive, man. I'm exhausted. From the gas station to here, I mean. Well, unfortunately, the Beartooth Pass is closed today due to weather coming, and it's questionable whether it'll be open tomorrow or not. Hopefully it is. Why am I not moving? Because I left it in gear. There we go. Maybe next time I'll park backwards. So we'll take a drive as far as we can up toward Beartooth. Who knows, maybe it'll be open. But I sure wouldn't want to be caught up there in the snow. It's kind of like Tail of the Dragon on the side of a mountain. Red Lodge is a cool little town. Keeps growing, unfortunately. Even though the speed limit's 25, everybody drives through at 15. Better than the other way around. PLR. Sure, that's right at home up here. Closed. 12 miles ahead. What a bummer. So if I can't go on Beartooth tomorrow, they're not sure if it's going to be open tomorrow or not. I'll have to circle around and go through Yellowstone, and then I'm going to head over to the Grand Tetons. I don't know if I'll come back this way or not. Probably not. Kind of weird that the tree line runs diagonally. Wonder what's up with that. Maybe it's a fire. Oh yeah, because there's trees at the top. I can see trunks sticking up. We were at 6,000 feet. Now I see it's going down. Oh, there's a name for this rock, but I don't remember. It must be a sign, or I never would have knew it. Oh, it's going to be sad if I can't go up there. There's some plateau up there that's just blew me away, how big all this flat land is up there. Acres and acres and acres of flat ground at the top of all those mountains. And bear beware signs every half mile, quarter mile. It's like, yeah, I don't really want to walk around out there. Grizzlies, of course. Not that I'm that afraid of them, but usually they don't kill you. But there's a campgrounds down here too on the side of the river, but I noticed that everybody's in a hardtop. Nobody's in a tent that I saw. Yeah, and on the Beartooth Pass, if it says 25 miles an hour, you better slow down, because they mean it. They are hairpin turns. And a lot of the roads you're riding down, I'm looking down 3,000 feet over the side of the guardrail. Very cool. What do we got here? Campgrounds. I bet Swanky could climb that on his XL. Oh yeah. It is beautiful. Oh, hard tops. Ooh. I wonder if that's trail we saw before. should I go around out there? Hard to say. Blue Scrabble. That's my middle name. Where in the are we? That trail looks like it goes a ways. I don't want to screw around by myself up here. I kind of doubt I got cell reception. 7,000 feet. Ooh, yeah, we climbing. Another campgrounds. Yeah, looks like end of the road. Hello. Is it closed to go up further? Well, then I think I'll take a ride up there.
You want to be careful. I mean, there has been snow up there.
Oh.
So, I mean, there's places to turn around.
Okay.
It's starting to get too cool and too whatever. But I do know that it's going to start raining. They said about, well, they told us 3 o'clock. It might be 5 or 6 before it starts.
Okay.
Just know if it starts coming down, you better be coming off.
Get the heck out of there. Thanks so much. Maybe it's not so closed. Woo! Well, I don't know if you caught everything she said, but there's supposed to be a storm coming in. But it's open for about 50 miles. So yeah, if it starts sleeting, I'm screwed. So we'll see how much ambition I have. Not that I haven't ridden a street bike in the snow before, but I don't remember it being that thrilling. She's cooling down fast. There's a ski resort that I think they let the Olympic athletes train at, that's open pretty much all year round up there. Kind of strange, you're riding around, there's absolutely nothing, and all of a sudden, dang, that looks like a chairlift. That's what it was. Our first hairpin. And they mean it. Nobody behind us. I guess they don't tell you how fast to go. They just say, hey, it's a U-turn, basically. Here's her poppin'. Yeah. Wish I knew what the temperature was. Although, I suppose it doesn't have to be freezing to have snow. Whoa. Somebody forgot twice to clean their windshield. Excuse me. Edit that out, Ben. wants to go fast. Ho, 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 ho. Ooh, there's a road way up there. Holy Shimokis. Sun's still bright. That's to the west. I think the weather's coming out of the south. Which, let me think, I can't see south. I think. Wow. 8,500 feet. And I can see my breath. Not too fond of the way the clouds look. I think we're gonna find a place to take a picture and turn around. Ooh, there it is. There it is. No kidding. My fan turned on. Thought for a second I wasn't filming. I was going to have a heart attack. Ooh. I'm going up one more road and then I'm turning around. Or should I get the out of here? Interesting. What to do, what to do. We're going to go up one more. Ooh, that kind of looks like the top maybe. Be nice if we could see what's coming. Oh, I suppose the fan came on because we're doing all this climbing. Yeah, I'm going to that corner up there and getting out of here. Now I'm starting to think about freezing rain more than snow. Like I say, I've done it before, but it's not a lot of fun. And I've never done it on a mountain. Ooh, look at this! Oh, she's cooling down, man. Going on 9,000 feet. Yeah, the lady said the Beartooth Pass was closed. Oh yeah, and then she even told me I could only go 12 miles. Or did the sign tell me I could only go 12 miles? I think a sign said that. They lied. Oh, there's a plateau like I'm talking about. I'm sure it used to be just the land and everything got washed away. Oh no, that can't be because the Rocky Mountains are here because of tectonic plates. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but that's definitely a big plateau over there. Yeah, I wish I could see what the weather was coming, but I know my phone isn't going to get coverage up here. Not a chance. Oh, I apologize if you're looking through that buggy screen. I'll try to look off to the side more. Oh, there's a phone up here. Now I know I don't have coverage. "9,000 feet. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Yeah, now it's going to be on the other side of the mountain. I remember that. Pretty cool. Well, the weather's moving slow. Look at that. Not a soul up there. It's really thousands of acres. Yeah, even up in areas like that, there'll be signs, bear beware. I can't see a grizzly bear. Well, volumes of books could be written on what I don't know about grizzly bears. But that road down there, I think, is the same one that we could have got on. And I have no business going on there by myself. No business at all. Maybe we'll go a little ways. Well, the bikers who just departed, I wish I could have caught that on film, but I missed it, are telling me, and look at those clouds, that it's not coming for a while. They probably know absolutely nothing, but I'm going to go a little bit further. Hopefully, I don't regret it. It does look like winter clouds. Whoa! Windy. I'll try to keep it slow so the wind noise doesn't get too bad. Oh, also the guys on the bikes, I mean, who knows what's true, but that looks like winter up there. They're saying that this probably won't be open tomorrow because there's a big storm coming. So hopefully I don't spend the day in my hotel room in the bar. We'll have to see what happens. You never know. One thing about being on a bike, you gotta be flexible. Isn't it marvelous? Never looks quite the same on a GoPro. Clouds are touching the mountains. I don't like that either. Whoa! I'll try to quit with the sound effects. But whoa! Oh, hand warmers. What am I thinking here, man? Remind me to take the ABS off if it starts snowing. Holy crap. What's up? Good.
Anybody tell you they got the gate closed?
Yeah, they did. How far do I have to go?
It's not real far. Maybe a mile.
Oh, really? Okay.
I hate it when they close like this because I doubt there's hardly any snow up there.
Yeah.
But there's this battle between Montana and or the other decides to shut it down. That's it. So sometimes they'll have an early snow and they just will not open it back.
Well, thanks much.
Yeah, you bet. Have a good trip.
You have a good day. Well, that was nice of them. Yeah, I gotta say, when I started driving up here, I don't remember having that apprehension last time, but it was with me, man. I was like looking over the sides and now it's gone. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That looks like a winter sky. I gotta get that here. But there's the top right there. So we'll take a look. Oh, is this beautiful. I just never knew there was flat ground like this. Acres of it at the top of mountain ranges. And we get to 10,000 feet. So it's a pesky state of Wyoming that shut it down. That's okay, it's cold up here. Do I have something to tell me the temperature? Oh, 48 degrees. Well, it's still balmy. Glad I listened to the other bikers and came up here. But isn't this amazing? And if you walk to the edge over there, you're going to be looking down probably 5,000, 6,000 feet. Oh, yeah, time to get the out of here. I'm from Wisconsin and that looks like snow clouds. There it is, 10,000 feet. You're probably saying if he tells me what the elevation is one more time, I'm going to change the channel. Somebody's out on their horses up here. I haven't seen one bear beware sign. They take them all down? Maybe there just weren't any bears to beware of. Oh, we're leaving Montana. Welcome to Wyoming. 46 degrees. Oh, and there's the gate. Hey, I could go around that super easy. State of Wyoming, you got to work on that, guys. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Actually, in the last 400 yards, I've been thinking about turning my ABS off, sliding down the hill with my back tire locked up in the snow. Let's go home. Ooh, I wonder how tall that is. It's got to be 12,000 feet. Gotta be. I'm just glad those clouds aren't low enough that I'm riding in the clouds too. Not just for the vision, but the road could get really slick too. What am I doing up here? Adventure riding at its finest. That's what I'm doing. I'm a little nervous. Sunshine over there, sorta. Ain't that cool? Beartooth Pass. Oh, that is steep. Man, these tires, man, I'll tell you, I love them. I do not know that I am on adventure tires. Wow. There's the road I'll be on in about 20 minutes. Awesome. Woo-hoo-hoo. Boy, my hand warmers aren't working very well. Just barely warm. I'm gonna have to talk to the guy I bought the bike from. It's defective. Woohoo! I love this bike. So Jamlin, I guess we're getting the ultimate test on the Tusk tires. They are A-OK on the road. Whoa, 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 where's the road? Yeah, you're not going to take that at 30. Whoa! And if you hit that guardrail on a bike, you'd go right over the top. Whoa! Wow, almost lost my cool there. Imagine coming around a corner and there's a 10-foot grizzly bear standing in the road. Oh, life is good. Oh. Felt a drop of rain on my nose. 7,000 feet, 54 degrees. So unless it sleets, I don't have to worry about freezing. I gotta say, this bike is awesome for this stuff. Oh man, we're at the bottom already? That sucks. Huh. I thought we had at least another 3-4 miles to go. 5-6. Bump. Not much of one. Ooh, this is some rolling though. Marbles. Wow. Holy crap, they took those Harleys over this. I bet they were filling their pants. One man's rough road is another man's paradise. Yeah, I love these tires. They are really doing it. Had a little bit of a learning curve with them, the way they roll, but it's nice. Well, I don't know if I passed that dirt road on the other side or not. I may have. I think I'd have seen it. I won't go far. Oh, that is so cool. No grazing in wilderness. All right, I won't. I thought this road was dirt. Man. Oh, this is not the road I was looking at. Oh, crud. Just gonna walk over this bridge. I wouldn't go very deep in here without a 44 Magnum. I got a 3-inch folding knife. Be bear aware. On one hand, I'm not that afraid I'm gonna get attacked by a bear, but I wouldn't sleep out here in a tent to save my life. Oh, this looks nice for trout fishing. Dang. That is beautiful. So glad I stopped here. Yeah, if this was Colorado with just black bears and cougars, I'd have no problem sleeping overnight, but I could set my tent up here. Oh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Well, it's not the right road, but it sure was fun. Oh!
And look at this fella eating away. I have never seen a moose in the wild. Hello, Mr. Moose. Very black. One up there too. Amazing. You know, I think I'm gonna go. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Goodbye, Mr. Moose.
I kind of said it jokingly before, but I don't like the way he's looking at me. Every once in a while, he gives me this look. I'm leaving you. Watch out for the wolves, and the hunters, and the cars. For sakes, don't go out in front of any motorcycles. Hasta la Vega. Well, that was cool. I have never seen a moose in the wild before. I never saw it, except that lady was taking pictures off the road, and I'm like, what the? That is like the worst shot. It's all just trees in front of a creek you can hardly even see. Next thing you know, I look over and it's like, oh, there's some big black things down there. What the heck are they? Moose. Well, that was a thrill. What else can we see if we look? I haven't been looking at all. Deer crossing, deer crossing. Hello, Mr. Buck. How are you doing today, sir? Oh, you're a fine looking deer. Oh, and you got a good looking girlfriend too there, eh? Better hang on to that one. I think they're whitetail. Well, I don't know if any of you remember my last trip that Ben had on Swanky Cat. I was trying to go out to Montana and I didn't make it. This time I was trying to go to Whitefish, which gotta be flexible. Whitefish up in Montana was terrible weather, so I ended up going to Beartooth Pass, and oh, there's my glove. Thought it blew away. From Beartooth I was going to go to Yellowstone and the Tetons. I'd been to Yellowstone but never the Tetons. But the wind is just incredible. I got to Cody, Montana, and really felt like the only direction I could go was the east, because that's the way the wind's going. And I'm hitting 70 miles to the gallon, if that tells you anything. Actually, it was reading 75 for a while. This is going to be my off-road adventure. Short and sweet. The road looks good, so I'm not too worried about something happening. Gotta test these tires though, man. And so far as I went, they feel great. Yeah, I'm not gonna go far. Heading to the Buckhorn Mountains instead, which is east. The other side looks like they got some rain going on. Oh, this is beautiful out here though. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm leaning my bike into the wind. Is this beautiful or what? Oh, I'd love to just give it, but I can't go down and hurt myself. That was a campsite. Would that be cool or what? When the winds were terrific. Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's a grab. Oh, I'd love to rip down this road at about 45 miles an hour. Maybe I will on the way out. I'm being pretty apprehensive about not falling down out here and doing an itchy boots, break my ankle and have to drag myself out to the road. Not a good deal. It's a little barbly, but not too bad. The rain's supposed to be gone tomorrow and the weather's supposed to be clear where I'm going. So I might go to Devil's Tower. I might just do the Black Hills. It's funny, in Cody, I stopped at, I don't know what it was. The wind was so bad, I was afraid at the gas station my bike was gonna blow over. And I parked it so it shouldn't, but it was coming from behind me, which, you know, if it pushed hard enough, it could fold the kickstand in. And I was seriously worried about it going forward. So I stopped at this, I think it was called Granny's Restaurant or something like that. All the old cowboys coming in with their hats on and everything. It was pretty cool, and everybody wants to talk to you. Where are you from? What was the ride like today? Where'd you go? Oh my, it must have been terrible. You know, yeah, it was what it was. I've already gone farther than I wanted to. Let's see what's over the next mountain though. I never did clean my windshield, but it looks like the rain cleaned it off really nice last night. Oh, I'm so glad I turned around and did this. I hope it stays that way. Wonder what that is. I think it's got metal in it, so it can't be that old. Ooh, this looks like fun. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, this is so cool. So cool. Watch your right hand. Oh, the road goes to the top of there. Oh, I think that's a must do. Don't you agree? I feel like I went so far on a quarter mile. It's just amazing color. The prairie has so much color in it. I don't know. I think that shows up pretty good on the camera, but I'm looking at mustard and mustard green. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this. What would have caused that? Oh yeah, she's getting windy up here. I think I'm gonna turn around. My big off-road adventure. Oh, that's not true. I might find something else. Yeah, I know. It says gonna turn around. I just can't find a place. There's no decent place to turn around up here. Look at that. Jammin's gonna have to trailer out here if he doesn't want to ride out here. Must be on the border of somebody's ranch. Hello, bird. Oh, look, it's a cliff. Oh, look where it goes. No, this isn't fair. Not fair at all. Okay, looks like somebody else turned around here. That's what the other thing is about these trails. You really don't want to get a flat either. Loving the tusks. Dang. Oh, I love the rocks. Oh, look at that. It's a long way down. What? Oh my. That is incredible. You really can't see it on the camera, I'm sure, but it's, I don't know, 400 feet down? I'm gonna have to take a picture of this. I hate shutting my bike off in places like this. I'm sure it'll start. I'm sure it'll start. I'm sure it'll start. So why didn't I just leave it running? Yeah, I accidentally moved the throttle at a gas station on the way out here. I was worried it wasn't going to get going again, but of course... Oh, there she goes. Of course it did. Oh, that is just incredible. Wow. What do we say? Do we push it a little bit more out than on the way in? Or I can see the highway maybe. Can't see the highway. What am I doing? I am so glad I did this. Oh, look at that. That is just freaking incredible. Who'd have thought I'd see this out here? No. Can't take a picture on this hill though. I'm rolling. Very cool. Unbelievable. I thought this was all just going to be flat prairie, and instead there's a canyon down there that is just amazing. I think this just like made my trip. I thought that was a canyon. Just see me sitting in one of those ditches with my bike upside down. Of course not. Thank you, Lord, for leading me out here. Where are the frickin' mammals? Elk and antelope. Groundhog. Prairie dog. A mouse. Honestly, I've been to Yellowstone. Oh, I hope the wind doesn't screw up my... Not that I'm saying anything great anyway, but... anyway, but this little jaunt was like priceless. Probably sounds stupid if you're watching this, but this is like the best part of my trip. Beartooth was awesome yesterday, but this is just like the Wild West. Good morning from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Stayed at this hotel last night. It was pretty much half the price of anything else I stayed at, and it is just an amazing place. I really just love it. I don't know why, just the 1980s look of the whole thing, possibly even late 70s. But yeah, really cool place to stay. You can see the Bighorn Mountains behind me. I went through them yesterday. Unfortunately, my SD card was full. So I had to go get one from Walmart last night, and I'll talk about that on the road, I think. Quite the exciting ride. I'm glad I'm still here. So yeah, today, right now, I think my only real plan is to go down 90 and go to Devil's Tower. I haven't been there in about 20 years, and I'd kind of like to see it again. Black Hills, I was just there a little while ago, so I'm going to skip that. And I think this is the first time I ever see Sturgis. I might even stop and have lunch and a beer. I'm not sure. Wouldn't go there with all the craziness for the world, but yeah, I might stop there today. Okay, we will see you on the road. Bighorn Mountains. So I found the scenic outlook, so I had to stop here, and I thought I'd just really quick go through my trip through the mountains yesterday. It was lightly raining when I got there, which didn't really bother me. I was still really enjoying all of the beautiful rock formations and just the mountains and the canyon you're in and everything else. Once I got a little higher up the mountain, it was still raining, and raining a little harder, and I saw snow ahead of me, and I thought, well, that almost looks like it's, you know, not way up on a mountain. I'm gonna go next to that. I'm like, no way. Pretty soon there's snow on both sides of me. The temperature was 46. It was raining harder. I was freaking out that it might be freezing on the road. In Wisconsin, it wouldn't bother me a bit with snow on the sides of the roads at 46 degrees, but I'm like, I don't know. Does the rock like colder and freeze and I'm gonna wipe out? And of course the wind was still like super nasty, and I didn't know what to do. Turning around wasn't an option. So I just had to barrel through. Gave myself a 50-50 chance of getting off that mountain. But finally it started going down, and I kept thinking it might go up again, but it never did. I was so happy to hit the plains you're looking at, and it was 60 degrees instead of 46, and my clothes started drying out, chilled to the frickin' bone. But yeah, I will never forget that trip. So, it's not all bad. There's 2 14s on going up the mountain. Kind of confusing, but both are great. But the lower 14 is just magnificent. It was just so beautiful. Stream running down, some falls. It was just incredible. So do it. Just don't wait till late September. Pulled over to get the camera going. As you can see, Devil's Tower up ahead. I don't have a lot of battery. Hopefully the road out is as good as the road in, because I would have liked to film that it was filled with twisties. That's what you want to do. Why does my camera look crooked? It's an ancient volcano. I'm going off of memory, 20 years old. But actually the top of it used to be the flat earth, and the surrounding material all washed away over time. And that's why you just have that left. That's the volcanic tube of the volcano. And when the land was as high as the tower, there were dinosaurs walking around up there. So I thought that was super interesting. We got another twisty road. Yeah, the tusks are really good. Well, they did the Beartooth too, but I wasn't going 65 miles an hour around the corners. Yeah, I forgot how beautiful the surrounding area is too. Lots of color. I remember a lot of prairie dogs down here too. Got a little prairie dogs. One thing about this area of the country, Wyoming, they got a lot of Highway 14s. There's 2 of them going up the Bighorn Mountains. Thought that was interesting. They do actually merge after a while. And there's another Highway 14 I just saw a while back. And then I take Highway 14 in here. Boy, that is big. I think it's 900 feet tall. And that's the same as the Hancock Building in Chicago, which I was on the roof of once. Many years ago. And when you look down, all you could see, the people would just look like tiny little dots. Hey there.
Hi there.
I just want the daily, whatever you got. How much is that?
20.
Okay.
Would you like the map today, sir?
No, I'm good. I probably won't be here that long. How late are you open?
The visitor center closes at 5 and the park is open 24/7.
Oh, it is. Okay. Do not feed the prairie dogs. I won't. She's going to try to grab one. Oh, there they are. Oh, man, give me a break. What is this? Well, shucks. Definitely looks like elk country. We got the green. Does that mean we all get to go? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay, we gotta do about 8 more cycles of cars to get through this. Well, there it is. I won't make this too painful. The stripes coming down, those are actually crystallized, and I think it was hexagons. But that's how the Magna crystallized. We are leaving Devil's Tower. Don't do that. I don't remember moving the throttle. You pig. So maybe I move the throttle. So we'll give her full throttle. Oh, this is what I mean about shutting off a bike. Oh. Okay, we'll let her sit a while. I don't think I hit the throttle. Maybe I hit the throttle. I don't know how I would have hit the throttle. Oh, come on. This happens a little too easy. Funny, I thought my Tiger was the one that was gonna not start. What? Thank you. I appreciate it. Believe me. All part of the adventure. Yeah, maybe I hit the throttle. I don't know. If that's the deal, I guess you just got to open it up for a while. And then crank her over, let her sit a little bit, and then she starts. All the stuff that starts going through your mind. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I don't have cell coverage out here either. Oh, you gotta go pound on somebody's door. or somebody would probably stop. Good people all over the world. It's just a beautiful country, and at least the way in I had some really nice curves. Kind of like Utah, you think it's all just desert, and I went through the east end of it, coming out of Dinosaur Monument. Just the most beautiful mountains, pine trees all over. Raining, so I couldn't camp. Bison. Like we got some switchbacks coming up. Yeah, these tires are nice up corners. You would not guess you're on a aggressive tire. Good morning from Spearfish, South Dakota. I got to think about that for a second. It's South Dakota. Got a nice little note on my motorcycle. Happy fishing, it says, because I did bring a fishing pole, which has not moved since I got there, much like my tent. Maybe I'll pull it out when I get to Wisconsin if I have to stay there. It's, I think, about 12 hours home, so I don't think I'm going to do that all today. I'm going to make one more stop. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. I'll open up my vents right away and hope for a good day. Has anybody noticed the price of hotels has gone up? I found one hotel that was $105. I also paid $212. I think this one was $150, which a few years ago it would have been $100. So I think in hotels it's cost me about $1,000. Almost everywhere I went could have camped. You couldn't have a fire, and a lot of times it was, you know, sit around in the dark and freeze because it was pretty cold that night. Okay, we want to go east. That looks like this one. 90 east. Always takes me about 15 minutes extra getting out of a hotel room because I gotta look and make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Kind of neurotic about it. Oh, look at this though. What a beautiful town. Beautiful day. This is great. The hills up there are just packed with trails, walking trails, and there's some ATV trails, all the stuff I read about and can't do because it's time to go home. I miss my dog and my wife. I gotta get me a camper. My wife won't come with me, but me and the dog will go. I guess that's Sturgis. There, I can say I've seen it. So we just gassed up at my favorite place in the world, Waldrug. Plan is to spend a couple hours shopping, and I'm going to film the whole thing. Just kidding. Gas and a ugly hot dog only. So we're going to pass the Badlands. Been there already. I thought about going through. Jamming probably would like it if I did, but I'm kind of in go home mode. Another gas station, but closer to home. Sioux Falls is about 3 hours away, and from there it's 6 hours to home. So I will not be going home tonight, of course, but we'll see how far we can get. Always the worst part of going out west. Minnesota and the Dakotas. Some of the Dakotas is nice, but there's a big stretch of nothing. And it's 92 degrees out. Yuck. It's supposed to get cooler as I go east. Now it says 97, but I don't think that's right. I think the bike was sitting in the sun and it's a little hot. What you see is what I'll be looking at for the next 2 hours. I don't remember if it goes back to this after Sioux Falls. It probably does. Good morning from Worthington, Minnesota. My last night in a hotel, that's okay. I'm ready to go home. Had a fantastic trip. Never used my pole, never used my tent. That's okay. It's always nice to have a backup. If you can't find a hotel, which was no problem anywhere this time of year, which now I know most places all across the country are basically half full. Got about 6 hours, I think, to get home, but with gas stops and everything, it might turn into 7. But I think I got about 2 hours, maybe 3, to the Wisconsin border by La Crosse. La Crosse is a beautiful place. Time to go. Would I take the 700 out west again? Not a chance. I thought about it a lot last night. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe this is a younger man's bike, at least on long highway trips. But I went to Nashville in a day on my 1100 Versus, and that's 765 miles from Wausau. Got there and stayed up till 4 in the morning with my son. I don't remember being tired. Well, at 4 in the morning I was getting tired, but I don't know what it is. I really don't. Vibration, I mean, my wind protection's fine, so I don't think it's that. Maybe it's just I really can't put my finger on it. I don't know. But pretty much every day I got off this bike, unless it was just like a 250 mile day, I was freaking tired. To the point where I'd have 2 beers and feel like I had 12. Still enjoyed it. Glad I did it. I really am. It was fun traveling on a different bike. Great motorcycle. It really is. Just something about you. It just wears you down. But my little 15 or 10 miles off-road I did, maybe it was more like 20. That pretty much made it worth it right there. And like I said, it's a cool bike to travel on. People look at it and ask you questions about it. But no, if I go out west again, it'll be on the Versus or whatever comes after the Versus. I keep saying the last bike I bought, well, I tell my wife that, this will probably be the last bike I ever buy. I think I've been saying that for the last 4 bikes, but yeah, I won't do it on the Tenere again. And I'll take it up north on 5-hour trips, you know, and then get there and travel around on it, but 600 mile days are brutal. Gosh, I hope I'm going the right direction. I didn't think about it. I'm sure I am. Sun's to the south, I'm heading east. Use the sun quite a bit while I'm traveling just to make sure I'm going the right direction. Especially this time of year, it's further south than in the summer, so it's pretty easy to tell which direction you're going. I know, I have a Garmin, but I try not to look at it. So I think the next big town is Alberta Lee, which I was kind of hoping to get to last night, but it was dark. They got a lot of deer. I was tired and hungry, living on gas station food yesterday. So it was nice to go to a restaurant and have a few beers. Well, I was going to try to film no more at gas stations, with kind of an amusing story. I'm at a Quick Trip, and last night I walked to the Quick Trip to get some beer in Minnesota, Worthington, and I looked all over the store and it's like, oh, they don't have any beer. Oh well, different state, different rules. Yeah, I'm sitting on my hoodie again. I can't take it no more. So I walked up to the counter and I said, do you know where I can get some beer? And she said, oh, we have beer. It's right over there. And I said, where? It says cold drinks, way down at the end. I still couldn't find it. And then finally, if you look at the very last row, they had 12 packs of Bud Light, which I won't drink, and I didn't need a 12 pack. I don't want to carry it back with me and I want to throw it out. And another 12 pack of something, which again, I didn't really want a 12 pack. They had 6 packs of NA beer. So I said, okay, I'll go to the next gas station. So I walked across the street. Same story, different gas station, like a couple of 12 packs. And they did have some 6 packs. And they had one kind that was not NA and it wasn't 3-point beer or something like that. And I asked the guy at the counter, I said, well, is this beer any good? He says, oh yeah, we sell lots of that. People love it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it wasn't bad. I have to carry a couple bottles home with me, but it was okay. If you go to Wisconsin and you go to Quick Trip, they have a little room, 15 by 20, completely filled with beer. I mean, literally hundreds of cases and containers and everything else, just anything you want. I just thought that was kind of funny. They do have liquor stores too, of course, but coming up on La Crosse, so it's kind of a nice way in. My first headwind on the whole trip. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but we're going down quite a bit to the Mississippi River. to Wisconsin. Okay, just for fun. I should turn around, but I think I took a wrong turn somewhere, and then I've been listening to my Garmin. I don't know if it's totally screwed up or not, so we're gonna follow it. Pretty funny. At first I thought this had to be somebody's driveway. 8-ton limit. Okay, I think it's a road. Oh, it's a little mushy. Oh, tires feel good though. The Tusk trackers, man. They do. Yeah. I like that. It's mushy, but they're like sliding around through. I cannot believe my Garmin is taking me this way. I would like to get home, but this is kind of fun. Oh, this is too funny. Alright. Oh, this is just too much fun though. Wow. That back tire frickin' grips, man. Don't even want to slide. That's pretty cool. Jeez. I would definitely recommend these tires. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, it does spin. But it does grab, man. Whoa! It has rained near every place I've gone. The roads are wet. I didn't have to go through any of them, but I don't want to get all my wet. Whoa! Who thought that would be deep? I sure didn't. Now my shoes are frickin' wet. Did not expect that. So I should fill that hole in. And is this going to be the same? Garmin, you're playing a funny trick on me. Whoa! Greasy. Now I'm nervous. Not really. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, this is like Langley mud for sakes. Langley's a county up north that just, it's actually clay. And Ben always drags me out there. This is ridiculous though. How long is this frickin' trail? I'm thinking maybe I should go back. Oh, this is gonna be deep too. Yep. Well, this certainly has been an adventure. Oh, I see a turn up here. Hopefully this is over. I want to go home and eat. Whoa! Jeez Louise, man. Probably overdoing it just because I really don't want to fall down. I want to go home. Wildlife refuge. Oh, Jammin's gonna love this. Oh, that, Okay, oh yeah, she was a little deep. I'm actually afraid to go too fast. They won't find me for days out here. Normally you'd expect these puddles to be about an inch deep. It's funny, my arrival time really hasn't changed. This must be one shortcut. I could have swore I needed to take a right on Highway 173, and I saw 173 north and it was on the left, and I just didn't think that could be right. And finally I started figuring out that maybe it was. I I said, oh, the Garmin will show me the fastest way home. What the man? Why is it getting darker? Yeah. Oh no. Am I gonna get rained on besides? I do not want to go back. This is comical. 6 miles. I have to take a left onto 4th Street. I do not think I'm using my Garmin once I get out of here. 6 miles? Ha 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 ha. Oh. Okay. Oh, fudge. Oh. Oh, hi, Happy Frog. At least one of us is happy. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. As much as it looks like I could make that, I'm not picking my bike up in the mud. Oh, I think my arrival time is gonna change. Oh, yeah. Now it's telling me I gotta take a left at 1.1. I think I'm going back to the road and getting my phone out. Garmin says I lost 18 minutes so far from my home. I don't think that's right. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, this was fun. Well, if it's gonna rain, I don't think it's gonna be a hard rain. I guess we're going this way. Can't go on forever. Let me see, 173 is what we must be skirting. That's a long road. Oh. Oh no, I got more time. I was gonna say it gets dark at 7. I don't want to be out here at dark. Please let an ATV come along. Tell me if I'm going the wrong direction. We're clinging to the sides of those puddles pretty good. Last thing, was words. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. I think I'm turning around. Let's just try. Ooh. Let's just try to expand the Garmin and see how much farther I got to go here. Since my turn, I'm about halfway down this road. And then we're going to take a left, and I'm betting that's 173. I think what I took as the road I was supposed to take on the Garmin was actually the trails that Ben has on my Garmin. So, you know, I'm only human, born to make mistakes. But I think we're heading north after this. Are we heading north? Why isn't anything telling me what direction I'm going? Why is nobody out here? I thought the adventures were over. They've just begun. I just love this whole. It's 11th Street, 6th Street, 4th Avenue. Bewick. There's a roundabout in 0.7 miles. I can't wait to see what that is. Cannot wait. Oh, this is getting sloppy again. I think the ground is just saturated with water. That must have been roundabout. That was the roundabout. I think I say headlights. Oh! Oh! That was worse than I thought it was going to be. Look, a sign. And it's telling me to turn onto this blacktop. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is 173. Where to go? Home. Set as destination. And it's going to take its sweet time calculating. 99. Come on. No frickin' way. Oop. Hello. Hey, could you tell me? I'm trying to get to 173.
That way.
That way, and that will take me to like Wisconsin Rapids.
I know it goes up towards like Babcock.
Okay. My Garmin is such a piece of crap.
You go north on 173, it'll put you in the direction of Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay. Thanks much, guys.
No problem. Where are you from?
Wausau.
Oh, nice.
Coming back from Montana.
Okay.
I missed 173. It cut off the wrong direction. I thought, well, that can't be right. So I just kept going, and all of a sudden, it took me to this trail.
We're just kind of playing around, exploring.
Oh, nice. Boy, you got the right bikes for it.
Yeah. We like the 700.
I do. I wouldn't take it out to like Montana or anything again. I've got a Versus 1000, and I can ride that thing all day, and I'm just fine. This one, I'd get to my hotel room after like 400, 500, 600 miles. I'm just like worn, but it's good off-road. I mean, it's awesome. Boy, a little buggy out here, huh?
Yeah. Did you get caught in the storm?
I did not. I dodged it all.
Yeah, we've just been playing around in the area. So yeah, we're camped not too far from here, but then we waited out the storm there, and then it kind of got nice, so we've been just out exploring a little.
Yeah. Some of this mud out here is slippery though, huh? Oh, I almost lost it like 3 times. Like, oh yeah.
Today,
What's that?
I did a head plant.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're all still here. You mind if you're on my son's channel?
Oh, not at all.
Swanky Cat. Mostly off-road stuff.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, he's got a DR and a XL and a TW and a, well, he's got the
It's 501.
Oh, he's got the 601, I think. That's a wild machine to ride. I don't know why, but it's a lot to handle. I'm fine on his DR, his XL or XR. I'm fine on those bikes. So I ride them like dirt bikes, and I get on that thing, it's like, thing's scary. We'll see you guys. Thank you much.
Yeah, right safe.
You too. Okay, I think I know where we're going. Well, just went through a thunderstorm. Of course, I got completely soaked before I found a gas station to put my rain gear on, but hey, I'm still here. Lots of lightning. Holy smokes. I kept seeing flashes off the side of my visor, and I thought it was just my imagination. No. When I pulled under here, it was really cracking all around. Pants are completely soaked. I don't know. I'm just gonna let them hopefully dry out on the way home. Although it does look like I might run into some more. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh yeah, an hour from home. I'll crawl under a blanket when I get there, and hopefully my wife brings me some dinner. My seat pad is still dry. Oh yeah. make it home alive. It was a successful trip. Oh boy. I don't think this is over. Kept thinking I was going to outrun the storm, but that didn't happen. Hopefully that'll be gone by the time we get there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just saw some lightning over there, definitely raining. That was the worst. Oh my goodness! That was incredible. At least it's staying up in the air. Ooh. Yeah, I think we need to find some cover. We had cover, but we left. That one hit the ground. Get on the highway. At least there's a couple overpasses we could hide underneath. Holy moly! Woo! That's the coming this way. We are just surrounded. Yeah, we're gonna haul some. Oh, yeah, we might make it out from underneath this. Hi! Oh, hello, I know. He's gone for a long time. I'm home.